Hi, welcome to this short video that will introduce you to FXA and our traceability solution, OpSmart. Food quality and traceability have become major concerns over the last few years. It seems that every other week we read about major food contamination and recall. Consumers in importing countries such as the United States of America are demanding increased food safety measures be taken, and manufacturers are looking for ways to protect their brand image. Retailers such as Walmart, Tesco, and Carrefour are responding to consumer demand and are acquiring more information from their suppliers about the origin and safety of the food they purchase. Governments in the US, Japan, and EU have passed major food safety legislation that will require the manufacturers and suppliers in the food industry develop methods for tracing food products. FXA has over the past 10 years been delivering traceability solutions based on our product called OpSmart to entire food supply chains. OpSmart traces all types of food from farm to fork, such as poultry, which includes chicken and duck, livestock, which includes pork and beef, aquaculture, which includes shrimp and fish, and fresh produce, which includes fruits and vegetables. This information traced covers all supply chain stages in a business, including details on indirect production material. An example would be tempura shrimp, where we would include 1. Raw materials such as the shrimp, flour, spices, and packaging. 2. Safety information such as cooking temperature and microbiology lab tests. And 3. Quality information such as shrimp size, shrimp color, and taste tests. Basically, we can trace all relevant information required by the customer. In partnership with IBM, FXA software follows GS1 standards for the tracing and sharing of information across the entire supply chain. In the event of a recall, our customers can quickly and accurately pinpoint the cause of the problem. Our customers also use traceability data to evaluate and improve human and production process efficiency. FXA has developed versions of traceability software for all levels of business objectives and commitment. First, the full version of OpSmart is 100% configurable, able to trace all activities in a customer's business. For these OpSmart customers, we work with the end user to customize the configuration of OpSmart to meet all of the customer's business requirements. Second, OpSmart Express has pre-configured templates for different types of businesses. FXA has developed templates for many types of seafood, meats, fruits, and vegetables. Customers can pay monthly fees based on usage in both versions. In OpSmart Express, FXA has developed 3 different levels of traceability to fit the business needs of different enterprises. First, Quick Start is an entry-level product for small business desiring baseline traceability. Second, OpSmart Express is pre-configured for small processors wanting minimal levels of traceability along with production efficiency. Third, OpSmart Express Plus includes all of the business activities as Express, but also includes traceability for the farm. The main features of OpSmart and OpSmart Express are 1. The traceability graphical user interface, which allows customers to start a trace at any stage of the supply chain and study details of the production history at any other stage for the given trace. 2. Electronic data exchange tool, which enables integration of OpSmart with other applications you may already have, like electronic data capture devices such as RFID and barcode, ERP systems such as SAP and Oracle apps, trading partner systems, and government systems. 3. Using traceability information to provide stock and efficiency reports which assist users to analyze and make decisions. I will now explain how OpSmart can be used in the case a problem has been found in a product sold to a customer. In this example, a health inspector in the US confirms that a retailer received shrimp products that may cause botulism. First, the distributor or importer was notified of the problem. Then, they immediately notify the shrimp processor. The shrimp processor then starts an investigation. We now have to conduct a trace to determine where the shrimp came from, pinpoint the problem, and recall any other shrimp shipments that may be affected. First, the retailer or distributor must give the item code and lot number to the shrimp processor. This information can be found printed on the packaging as a 2D barcode or other identification methods. Then, the processor uses this information to trace back which shipment it belongs to. This is done by selecting the processor shipment icon in the trace diagram of OpSmart. We input item code I003, which is steamed shrimp, and lot number PK001 from the packaging and trace backwards. You will see the processor shipment details to identify the shipment. In this case, it is shipment number PSH001, which was shipped on the 20th of September to the distributor named Foremost. Next, we will find out what raw material lots went into producing this shipment by selecting the processor production icon. You will see the processor production details. This shows us that there were two raw material lots that went into producing this shipment, namely C001 and L0001. We continue to trace these material lots back to the farm to help determine where the problem may have originated. This is done by selecting the farm receiving icon. You will see the farm receipt details, which show us that these raw material lots came from pond numbers FU001 and UF0001. We now know that we have to send inspectors to investigate how shrimp from each pond may have been contaminated and find the cause. It may be from contaminated water or soil. We also have to see where else the shrimp from the pond with the problem went to by tracing forward. OpSmart has the ability to handle merging and splitting of ponds or raw material lots, as shown in the diagram. In this case, we found that both ponds had the problem. We can find out that shrimp from pond UF0001 also went to another raw material lot L0002 that was not in our original raw material lots. Furthermore, the processor shipment PSH004 that used this raw material lot L0002 may also need to be recalled. However, upon more investigation, we found this shipment PSH004 didn't need to be recalled because it was cooked at a high enough temperature. Now we want to find out why the bacteria that caused botulism was not killed in the cooking process at the processor. We do this by selecting the processor production icon. You will see the details of the processor production, specifically cooking temperatures and duration. The bacteria that causes botulism is killed at 87 degrees Celsius or above. In this case, we see that steamed shrimp product produced from raw material lots C001 and L0001 were cooked at 90 degrees Celsius. This may be the cause of the problem, but it needs to be confirmed with further investigation as to why the bacteria was not killed at 90 degrees Celsius. If we find that it is the problem, then we need to trace forward to see what other shipments were also affected. In this case, we select two steamed shrimp items and trace forward. Here, we see that the affected shrimp went into steamed shrimp, which is shipment number PSH001, as well as cooked tail on shrimp, which is shipment number PSH005. Therefore, we have to recall shipment PSH005 in addition to PSH001. From our example, you can see that OpSmart enabled the shrimp processor to find out the source of the problem at the prawn level, where there needed investigation at the processor factory, and identify which specific shipments needed to be recalled. This ability to rapidly pinpoint the problem saves the processor from a blanket recall of all shrimp products produced during that period, which in turn saves money and valuable time. Most importantly, it helps save consumers from further sickness.